AITA for confessing to my wife that she's torturing me after she suffered from a non-consensual act. I'm a 25-year-old man, married to my 26-year-old wife for 4 years now. We've been together since our teenage years, childhood friends who grew into life partners. At this point, we've shared a decade of memories and experiences. Everything began to unravel about a month ago. It started when I had to attend a company trip, something my boss strongly encouraged, saying it would be a great learning opportunity. I talked to my wife about it, and she agreed that I should go since it was only for a week. A few days before I left, she mentioned a party her friends were hosting and wanted to attend. I told her she shouldn't go, and she got angry, accusing me of being restrictive. You see, my wife had developed a problem with alcohol in recent months. It had become a serious issue for both of us. I was concerned that if she drank too much, I wouldn't be around to help her. Despite my concerns, she promised she'd be fine, though I insisted she skip the party. Eventually, she agreed not to go, and I trusted her. I left for the trip with my boss, and 3 days in, I missed a call from my wife. When I checked my phone, there were countless missed calls and texts. Panicked, I called her back, and she was frantic, screaming at me to come home immediately. I was terrified and cut my trip short to rush back to her. When I arrived, she clung to me like never before, sobbing uncontrollably. After what felt like an eternity, she finally told me she had been a victim of non-consensual act. She said a group of men attacked her after she got drunk. To this day, I don't know who these men are. Every time I ask, she refuses to tell me, saying it would only ruin her life further. She also refused to press charges. For the past month, things have only gotten worse. She's become incredibly clingy, refusing to leave my side. She's even started locking us inside the house, following me everywhere, even into the bathroom. My boss, understanding the situation, granted me some time off to sort things out. Last night, things reached a breaking point. She locked us in our bedroom, not letting me leave. When I confronted her, she tearfully confessed she was terrified I would abandon her. Her hugs were so tight they made me uncomfortable, and in my frustration, I told her she was torturing me. I said I was trying to help, but she wasn't letting me in. After that, she broke down completely, crying nonstop. If this continues, I fear it will cost me my job, and I won't even be able to support us. I'm left wondering if I crossed a line. Did I say something I shouldn't have? I'm completely lost and don't know what to do. Update, advice needed. Last month, I shared my story about my wife and the traumatic events that followed. For those who need a brief recap. While I was on a business trip, my wife attended a party despite my concerns about her growing alcohol problem. She called me back urgently, telling me she had been a victim of non-consensual act by several men. I'm posting again because I've learned more since then. During couples counseling, my wife revealed that the party was hosted by a man she had been having an affair with for the past 5 months. She's now undergoing individual counseling and treatment for both her trauma and severe alcohol issues. In counseling, she admitted that she met a guy at a bar, was lured by his charm, and they started an affair. When she went to his party, he invited several men she didn't know, and they attacked her in ways too horrific to describe. Outside of counseling, she told me she's coming clean and wants nothing more to do with him or any other man. She says she now realizes that I'm the only one who truly cares for her, and that she'll never look at another man again. We had a family meeting where both our families were present. They all emphasized that my wife made a mistake, is going through a difficult time, and has learned from her actions. They praised me for being a great man, for standing by her, and advised me not to consider divorce. However, I've been thinking about divorce. I confided in a colleague who has become my best friend, and I'm embarrassed to admit that I broke down in front of her. She told me it would be better to live alone than to stay in this marriage. So now I'm asking strangers for advice. Should I accept that my wife has changed and take care of her, or should I divorce her and move on with my life?